You thought hip-hop scandals were spicy before? Forget beef tracks and Instagram lives because this one feels ripped straight out of a Hollywood script. King Harris, the son of Atlanta royalty T.I. and Tiny, wasn't just lying in an ICU bed recovering from chaos, he was reportedly snatched straight from under hospital security's nose. You read that right. The ICU, supposed to be the safest place on earth outside the Pope's private jet, turned into a kidnapping zone, and T.I.? The man who once rapped about standing tall like a king is now breaking down in court like a dad who just realized his empire is crumbling. Witnesses say he lost control, screaming, pacing, demanding answers with the kind of fury that makes Game of Thrones look like a cooking show. Picture Liam Neeson in Taken, but instead of, "I will find you," it's, "I will sue you" on loop. This isn't just drama, it's scandal on steroids. It's the Kardashians arguing over salads turned into a Greek tragedy. Betrayal, fear, conspiracy, and courtroom explosions, it's messy. It's dangerous, and it's addictive. And buckle up. Because what's about to unfold will make the internet combust in ways you've never seen before. Let's rewind. King Harris wasn't supposed to be trending for this. He was supposed to be recovering, locked up in the intensive care unit, a place so secure you'd think it was designed by NASA. This is the ICU, where even visitors need a wristband, 2 signatures, and divine intervention just to bring in a juice box. And yet, somehow, someway, King Harris didn't just walk out. He was reportedly kidnapped, snatched from his hospital bed like the plot twist of a badly written soap opera. Fans ask the obvious question: how do you misplace a whole rapper's son? Hospitals can track your blood pressure from across the building, but they couldn't stop someone from rolling King Harris out the side door? It makes you wonder if the ICU stands for "I can't understand." Now, here's where it gets sticky. Just hours before the disappearance, insiders claim T.I. was already on edge. Court hearings were stacking up, the press was circling, and the Harris family drama was bubbling hotter than a Real Housewives reunion. The IQ was supposed to be a moment of calm, a pause in the madness. Instead, it became the epicenter of chaos. Reports started leaking, first whispers on Twitter, then screenshots on gossip blogs. An anonymous nurse allegedly claimed she saw a shadowy figure loitering near King's room before visiting hours ended. Another source insisted the cameras in the IQ hallway mysteriously went dark at the exact same time. Sound familiar? Yeah, it's giving Kim Kardashian Paris robbery vibes, where the CCTV conveniently didn't work. Fans online instantly said what we were all thinking: somebody inside the hospital is dirty. Meanwhile, the Harris family reacted like only they can with explosions. Tiny allegedly collapsed into tears, screaming that her baby had been stolen by vultures. T.I., on the other hand, didn't cry, he combusted. Eyewitnesses say the man stomped through the corridors like he owned the place, demanding answers from every nurse, doctor, and janitor in sight. One insider compared it to a Marvel villain's rampage, minus the cape. But here's where it goes from wild to downright cinematic within hours. Blurry surveillance stills started leaking online. Blogs were claiming the footage showed a figure in a hoodie pushing what looked like a wheelchair out a side exit. The wheelchair was covered with a blanket, and under that blanket, allegedly King Harris himself. The green was terrible, the footage looked like it was filmed with a potato. But it was enough to ignite the internet. Fans immediately went into overdrive. Hashtags like #Where'sKing and #Justice for King started trending. Some fans mourned, others clowned. One viral tweet said, "Burr didn't get discharged, he got DLC unlocked." Another quipped, "ICU is supposed to mean intensive care, not instant kidnap unit." Savage. Still, the panic was real. Atlanta blogs exploded with theories. Some claimed rival rappers had orchestrated the abduction. Others pointed fingers at enemies T.I. made in the streets years ago. And of course, the conspiracy crowd had to chime in. This ain't kidnapping. It's PR for the next season of a reality show. Because let's be honest, when your last few family dramas look like scripted VH1 specials, it's hard for the public to separate scandal from storyline. As the leaks piled up, the Harris name became a circus headline. And the court? Oh, the court was chaos. T.I. was already dealing with legal headaches, but this pushed him past the brink. Witnesses said he lost control in front of the judge, slamming the table, screaming that his son had been stolen, accusing the system of failing his family. It wasn't a plea. It was a meltdown, raw and unfiltered. The courtroom turned into a stage, and T.I. was the star of his own Shakespearean tragedy. But let's not sugarcoat this. T.I. isn't just a grieving dad here. He's also a man with a long rap sheet of enemies, feuds, and controversies. Which raises the question, was King Harris targeted because of who he is, or because of who his father is? Think about it. Attacking the son of a rap mogul is the ultimate power play. It's not just a crime, it's a message, and the internet ate it up like Thanksgiving dinner. Some fans launched digital manhunts, combing through King's old lives and photos for clues. Others mocked T.I. for losing control. One ruthless comment read, "Tip in telling people to stand up his whole career. Now he can't even stand up in court without crying." Brutal. Meanwhile, the Harris family inner circle was cracking. Rumors swirled that Tiny was blaming T.I. for not providing enough security. Zanik allegedly posted a cryptic Instagram story about family betrayal. Even outsiders like Yandy and Rashida from Love and Hip Hop were subtweeting shady messages that fans swore were about the Harris meltdown. The drama wasn't just in the ICU, it was splattered all over the timeline, and then came the bombshell, a leaked voicemail, supposedly from inside the hospital, hit social media. The recording, scratchy, hard to hear, featured what sounded like a young male voice whispering, "They moving me. It ain't safe here." Within minutes, the clip went viral, with fans convinced it was King himself. Was he kidnapped? Did he escape? Was he staging it all? Nobody knew, but everybody had an opinion. Some called it fake, AI-generated chaos. Others swore it was proof of an inside job. But one thing was certain, the scandal had evolved from a kidnapping story into a full-blown conspiracy thriller. The first reactions were split right down the middle. Some fans lit candles, prayed, and begged for King's safe return. Others clowned mercilessly, turning the Harris family trauma into meme fuel. And that's the ugly truth of modern fame. Your tragedy becomes everyone else's entertainment. By the end of day one, the Harris family name wasn't just trending, it was dominating every feed, every gossip page, every meme account. King Harris' disappearance had morphed into the internet's new obsession. And the first chapter of this saga had only just begun. If the first wave of this scandal was shocking, the second wave was downright nuclear. The disappearance of King Harris from an ICU bed already had fans screaming, but once the celebrity ecosystem caught wind of it, things went from scary to satirical apocalypse. Because in hip-hop, nothing stays private for more than 5 seconds, especially if it can trend. Let's start with the obvious. 50 Cent, the internet's favorite troll, smelled blood in the water. And like a shark with Wi-Fi, he went in. He dropped a meme of a hospital bed with the caption, "ICU means ICU? Unless somebody snatched you first." Brutal. Fans laughed, others called him heartless, but either way, the post racked up millions of views. One fan wrote, "If I ever go missing, don't let 50 Cent find out, he'll meme my obituary." Savage. Then came Boosie, who hopped on Instagram Live like he was deputized by the FBI. He puffed on a blunt and said, "Man, if this was Louisiana, we'd already know who did it. Atlanta slipping." Translation, Boosie just called an entire city soft. His clip was instantly chopped into a TikTok soundbite, with creators acting like they were solving King's disappearance with Boosie logic. And because the internet loves drama within drama, Diddy's name got dragged in. Don't ask how these conspiracy theorists can connect a toaster to the moon landing. One viral thread claimed, "King Harris kidnapped, T.I. breaking down in court, and Diddy facing cases? Y'all really think this ain't connected?" No evidence. No receipts. Just vibes, and apparently vibes are enough to trend. But it wasn't just rappers chiming in. Cardi B tweeted, "This ain't no joke. Protect these kids." Within minutes, Nicki Minaj posted on Instagram, "When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes." Boom, the fanbases exploded. Suddenly, King Harris scandal became fuel for another round of Cardi versus Nicki war. Leave it to the internet to turn a kidnapping into a stand battle. Meanwhile, the memes went into overdrive. One viral video showed a Walmart mannequin being wheeled out with the caption, "King Harris leaving ICU like." Another edited T.I.'s voice into Liam Neeson's Taken, "I will find you, and I will sue you." The comments section? Pure chaos. Fans were laughing, crying, and questioning reality all at once, but beneath the jokes, anger was boiling. Fans demanded accountability from the hospital. Protesters literally gathered outside with signs that read ICU or I see you later and find King now. The hospital, trying to play damage control, released a bland statement: "We are cooperating with authorities." Translation: "We have no idea how we lost a whole human, but please don't sue us yet. Then came the leaks, the internet's gasoline on the fire. A so-called inside source dropped screenshots of emails suggesting hospital staff had been warned about suspicious visitors days before the kidnapping. Were these real? Nobody knows. But in the era of clout-chasing blogs, screenshots equals gospel dot, and just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, a voice note surfaced. Grainy, muffled, but allegedly King Harris' voice whispering, "They moving me. It's not safe here." Fans treated it like it was the Watergate tapes. Half believed it was proof of an inside job. The other half said it was fake, AI-generated clout bait. Either way, the voice note went viral, dissected like a Marvel post-credit scene. The Harris family feud rumors also began boiling. Tiny allegedly blamed T.I. for letting the wolves in. T.I. reportedly fired back that Tiny should have doubled security. Zanique posted a cryptic IG story: "Family ain't always loyal." Fans screenshotted it faster than you can say drama, convinced it was aimed at her dad. Suddenly, the scandal wasn't just about King, it was about the entire Harris empire fracturing in public. But the wildest twist? A blurry dashcam video surfaced. ALLEGEDLY showing someone matching King's build at a gas station hours after the ICU disappearance. Hoodie up, face partially covered, but the internet swore it was him. Within minutes, hashtags like #KingSpotted and #ICUEscape blew up. Theories split. Was King really kidnapped, or did he stage an escape? One savage tweet nailed the internet's mood. "King Harris ain't kidnapped, he rage quit the ICU." TikTok creators turned the scandal into content gold. New challenges popped up. One trend had users pretending to sneak out of hospital beds with dramatic music. Another used T.I.'s courtroom meltdown audio hymn, allegedly shouting, "Where's my son?" and slapped it over random movie scenes. One edit showed T.I.'s voice over Finding Nemo, savage, hilarious, and cold. The memes and skits weren't just funny, they were viral currency. Within days, King Harris' ICU kidnapping had been remixed into thousands of TikToks, reaction videos, and Twitter threads. What should have been a family crisis became internet entertainment. That's the price of living in 2025. Your trauma is someone else's trending sound. Meanwhile, Atlanta itself was buzzing. Street rumors painted it as retaliational beefs resurfacing, scores being settled through the Harris bloodline. Others whispered that the whole fiasco was orchestrated for attention, a stunt gone horribly wrong. Local comedians leaned in, posting skits about working as a fake ICU security guard and letting King walk out cause T.I. don't tip. The city was roasting its own royalty. But while the internet laughed, the Harris dynasty was sinking. Business partners distanced themselves. Promoters whispered about canceling shows. Brands allegedly pulled out of deals with King, fearing the scandal was toxic. One PR insider told blogs, "The Harris name is trending, but not in the way sponsors want." Translation: money was walking out the door. By this point, the scandal wasn't just about King Harris disappearing from the ICU. It was about a family dynasty crumbling in the public eye. T.I. had lost control in the hospital, in court, and now in the court of public opinion. The memes, the fan wars, the conspiracies, they weren't slowing down. They were multiplying, and the scariest part, the story wasn't over. If the kidnapping was Act 1 and the public meltdown was Act 2, the aftermath was about to deliver Act 3, a finale so wild it would leave reputations shattered. Relationships broken, and the internet demanding more blood. The internet might treat scandals like entertainment. But for the Harris family, the aftermath hit like a wrecking ball. The ICU kidnapping wasn't just another messy headline, it was a scorched earth event that left reputations in tatters, partnerships in jeopardy, and fans wondering if the Harris dynasty had finally reached its breaking point. Let's start with T.I., the man who built an empire on swagger, hustle, and the claim that he was the king of the South. Courtroom footage of him breaking down went viral, turning him from rap royalty into a meme of desperation. Clips of him allegedly slamming tables, shouting, "Where is my son?" were edited into TikToks, remixed into drill beats, and even auto-tuned into parody songs. What should have been his rawest moment as a father became content. One ruthless fan tweeted, "T.I. wanted respect, but the internet gave him a remix." Ouch. And then there was Tiny. The matriarch of the Harris clan was painted as frantic, emotional, and powerless. Gossip blogs accused her of being distracted, more focused on social media than her son's safety. Totally unfair, but in the court of public opinion, optics beat facts every time. Hashtags like hashtag pray for Tiny and hashtag where is King trended side by side, showing just how divided the internet had become, half sympathizing, half mocking. The real shocker? King Harris himself. When he finally reappeared alive but looking rough, the internet erupted all over again. Some fans celebrated. He's safe. Thank God. Others doubted every word of his story. In a shaky livestream, King claimed he'd been moved because it wasn't safe, his voice tense, his eyes darting. Instead of silencing rumors, it ignited them. Was he kidnapped? Was it staged? Was he covering for someone? The internet demanded clarity, but King offered only smoke. One fan's comment summed it up. Bro disappeared, reappeared, and still managed to confuse everybody. King of chaos. The consequences hit fast. Business deals evaporated. Promoters pulled back. Brands quietly dropped King from endorsements, fearing the scandal was too toxic. One insider leaked that sponsors said, "We can't afford to have our logo next to this circus." Overnight, King Harris wasn't just a victim, he was a liability. Meanwhile, Atlanta itself turned into a pressure cooker. Street rumors connected the disappearance to old beefs, whispers of retaliation for T.I.'s past feuds. Some even suggested it was an inside job designed to humiliate the Harris name. Whether true or not, the perception stuck. The Harris family wasn't untouchable anymore. Their crown was slipping and the family cracks only widened. Behind closed doors, T.I. and Tiny reportedly clashed nonstop, trading blame like it was currency. Insiders leaked stories of screening matches, Tiny accusing T.I. of failing his son, T.I. accusing Tiny of being naive. Zanique, King's sister, dropped another cryptic Instagram post, "Blood don't always mean loyalty." Fans screenshotted it, dissected it, and turned it into proof that the Harris dynasty was collapsing from the inside out. But the cruelest blow? The way the internet immortalized the scandal. Memes of King being wheeled out kept trending. Comedy skits portraying fake ICU guards went viral. Entire YouTube channels popped up analyzing clues, treating the Harris family's nightmare like it was Stranger Things. The trauma had been transformed into a cultural event forever branded into the digital world. Even celebrities, who once supported T.I. distanced themselves. Collab offers dried up. Music executives whispered that T.I.'s influence was past tense. One brutal headline read, "From King of the South to King of Scandals." It stung because it felt true. And King? His reputation flipped entirely. To some, he became a tragic figure born into fame, crushed by pressure and abandoned by a system that couldn't protect him. To others, he became the ultimate clown, a spoiled celebrity kid whose antics turned his life into a parody. The public couldn't decide whether to pity him or roast him, but make no mistake, the Harris brand took the hardest hit. Their dynasty, once propped up by music, money, and reality TV, now looked fractured, vulnerable, and unstable. The scandal wasn't just a headline. It was a turning point. A before and after moment that would follow them forever. And yet, even as the chaos cooled, curiosity refused to die. Questions lingered. Who was behind the kidnapping? Was it a rival? An inside betrayal? Or was it all an elaborate stunt to grab the spotlight? Fans demanded answers, but none came. Silence only fueled the conspiracy machine. Because here's the truth. In today's world, scandals don't end. They echo, they mutate. They resurface in memes, resurface in interviews, resurface every time a rival drops a diss track. King Harris ICU disappearance wasn't just a moment, it was a brand new chapter in hip-hop's never-ending soap opera. The reputations? Damaged? The relationships? Cracked? The perception? Forever twisted. But the entertainment value? Through the roof. Like it or not, the Harris family had once again provided the internet with a scandal so outrageous it made Every other celebrity drama looked like a schoolyard spat da, and if you think this is the end, you clearly don't know how scandals work in this world. Scandals don't die, they reload. And the Harris family story? It's only just getting started, and there you have it, the Harris family circus turned nuclear meltdown, complete with kidnappings, courtroom breakdowns, and enough conspiracy theories to make Area 51 jealous. King Harris didn't just disappear from an ICU, he disappeared straight into meme history. T.I. didn't just lose control in court, he lost control of the narrative. And the internet did what it always does, turned pain into punchlines and tragedy into trending topics. But let's be honest, you didn't watch this because you're here for compassion. You watch this because you, like the rest of us, are addicted to the drama. Don't front. You love the mess. And if this makes the Kardashians look like they're arguing over cucumber slices, then you know you're in the right place. So here's the deal. If you want more scandals hotter than a summer in Atlanta, smash that like button like it owes you money. Drop your wildest theory in the comments. Do you think King Harris was kidnapped, staged it himself, or was this just another VH1 style stunt gone off the rails? And don't you dare leave without hitting subscribe. Because scandals don't sleep. They multiply. This channel is your personal backstage pass to every feud. Every leak, every meltdown they don't want you to see. We don't whisper the secrets, we blast them through a megaphone. So buckle up. Because tomorrow's scandal is already brewing, and trust me, you're gonna want a front row seat when it explodes. This is Trend Tattle, where the drama never ends. It only gets louder.